Welcome, everyone. Welcome into Purple LunaRose Tarot. Let me know, guys. Do we have sound? I had a little bit of trouble with the sound. I see everyone coming in quickly. I'm so glad. Hi, Miss Tina, Sandra, Diana. Ooh, Holly is with us. I did share out, guys, but yes, please feel free to share out. Tonight, guys, we're going to do a twin flame current energy update for the month of February 2023. And we are going to be using this powerful Leo full moon. Very strong moon. I'm totally getting the internet notification. So let me know, guys. Is it stalling out? Is there any trouble? Hi, Diana. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about the energies that we're kind of all experiencing before we jump into the current energy. But I do want to make sure that everyone knows we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We are streaming on all three platforms at the same time. Yeah, I'm totally getting the internet. Oh, I hope it stays steady. It should be okay. If it goes off on the computer, the stream should still keep going. I just won't be able to see the comments, guys. But luckily, I have some beautiful, wonderful Soul Tribe moderators, and hopefully they can help me with the comments. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so let's get in it. The energy is ready. It's going to be deep. It's going to be intense, but guys, it's so beautiful. Yes, and I just want you guys all to understand what we're experiencing. It may not be as bad as it looks, right? So we didn't get to talk about it a lot, guys. We didn't get to mention the 7-year cycle. I had a lot of things going on in my own personal life and my own personal journey. And I just kept feeling like it would have caused, more challenges and more difficulties for me. But for those of you that are on, of course, this very specific spiritual journey that I'm on also, you've definitely already heard about the 7-year cycle. In fact, most of you may be seeing like number synchronicities, sevens everywhere, 7 7. Most of you are experiencing a closure to something that would have started around 7 years ago. And we have these cycles when, again, we're on this very specific spiritual journey, right? So, yes, most of you, whether I talked about it or not, seen all the sevens, right? And most of you probably watch other tarot readers, especially other twin flame tarot readers, which also discuss the end of the 7-year cycle. Because we're here and there's really, I don't want to say there's not really a point of getting into it. I just feel like we've all experienced it at this point. And for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you're on this journey with me. And for those of you that don't know what the 7-year cycle is, or the number 7 hasn't been showing itself to you, then you're most likely not on this specific spiritual journey, right? But here's what I want to say that some of you may not know about the 7-year cycle. So this is going to be 7-year cycle for divine feminine energies. And what that means is this is about your ascension, right? It's about the process of your ascension. And it means that we have come to what I hear is being called the 0 point. Have you guys heard about the 0 point, or have you been seeing zeros? I'm going to give you a very specific example of how this played out for me. And here's something else that you might not know about this, again, specific journey. The 7-year cycle, the one that is coming to a closure now. Remember, guys, every time something closes, something new begins. The masculine energy will now start the ascension process. And what I mean by that is now you're going to notice the counterpart awakening, like in the physical, like here, in front of people. And here's what I want to say about that. Please try to remember, especially those of you that I'm talking to that are in your divine feminine energies. When this happens, try to remember the things that you went through at this time. Try to remember the challenges and difficulties that you had, the feeling like no one understood you, the feeling of everything dropping away, right? Like this is the point where the friends fall away, anything that is not moving forward in their journey, right? So I just want to say we all need to have strong compassion and unconditional love at this time. Those I feel like those words aren't even big enough to describe the energies that we need to be sending at this time. And I don't mean like if you have a 3D counterpart that you need to be sending these energies, we should be sending it out to the whole world. I want you guys, again, for those of you on this very specific journey, to try to start to see how our inner turbulence is shown to us in the outer world, right? So everything that we've experienced, I would say, in the last 4 to 6 weeks building up to this full moon, look how it's showing itself to you in the outer world. And when I mean outer world, I mean like at your workplace, at your, gatherings, friends, family, even like politics. You see what I'm trying to say? It's out there and it's reflecting, right? So we've all kind of went through some pretty challenging times building up to this specific Leo full moon. And I know that it's hard for us when we're going through the energies to understand, like, man, why is this stuff happening to us? Guys, I read tarot. I trust my intuition. I'm on this spiritual journey. And you guys see me just get throat punched. So you see what I'm saying? We're not going to know what's coming. We're supposed to know how to respond to it, right? That's the whole point. We're not like the tarot's not going to tell us, oh, you're going to break up with this person, this thing's going to happen to you, and your whole life is going to completely change. No, it doesn't tell us that. It just says that in a situation where you may feel like this, you may want to take this type of guidance. You see what I'm trying to say? So I feel like that's kind of something that we're all collectively experiencing with the Leo full moon. It's definitely a clean slate. All right, so here we go. I'm going to jump into the personal stories. But because, this is my life, guys. So I can't just be out here and be like, hey, this happened with this person. You see what I'm saying? It's my story. It's not anybody else's story, right? All right, so here's the first thing I want to share. So I had what I would call a and I feel like I'm going to upset somebody if I may say it this way. But it's the only way I can think to say it. A come to Jesus moment, right? Where you kind of fall to your knees and you just unleash everything that is causing you to feel guilt or remorse. And you just beg God for forgiveness, right? Like I had one of those moments. Here at the lake, so I came back home and I had to go to the lake and I had to have a moment, right? And I have this moment and I'm sitting there and now I've messed up story, so I got to go back a little bit. A few days previously, before I even knew I was going to come back home, or come back to Miss Tina's, I was doing other things, and I was really questioning, having a lot of self-doubt. We're all struggling with self-doubt with this moon, right? And I was really struggling, and I was, how we ask for the signs, and we're like, Spirit, just show me that I'm doing the right thing, that I need to keep going, that I'm helping and not hurting. You know what I'm trying to say? I had one of those things. And I was trying to think through my head, like, what sign do I want to ask for? And I usually ask for pink balloons. I know it's silly, but I mean, how often do you see a pink balloon? And it works for me all the time. And then, whether it works, whether it's the answer is yes or no, right? And then I started asking like for animals. You guys ever do this? Like I started asking like, let me see a giraffe if this is where the path, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And then as I was having this moment a few days ago, I started going through the list of all the things I'd asked for, the pink balloon, the giraffe, the animals, all this just stuff. And one of the last things I asked for was a white feather. And you guys might remember this because I showed you the feather on one of the lives because I was so excited about this feather. It was back when I moved, and when I moved, I was really questioning, like, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this the right thing to do? And so I asked, and I asked for this white feather. And Diana, you guys know Diana, she sent me this beautiful white sage packet from California, where she's at, and it's an incense. And when you open it, it had this white feather inside it, right? I swear to you. And so I just got that feeling like I was being comforted, like the universe was saying it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay, right? Um, so back to my story. A few days ago, I asked the same thing. Is this my journey? Am I doing the right thing? There was so much guilt about, I knew I'd strayed off my path, and I kind of feel like I did it purposely. I'm an Aries, I rebel. That's what we do. So I definitely kind of, knew what the answer was going to be. But again, I asked for the white feather. So anyway, long story short, Miss Tina comes and gets me. She takes me to my place, my spot that always makes me feel better, this giant lake that's here. And I had that moment where I just cried everything out, and I just got everything out. And guys, that real hard cry, I'm talking about, like where your eyes are like squeezed shut and you're shaking, and like if somebody's seen you, they'd probably be concerned. You know what I'm trying to say? Like one of those types of cries. And when I opened my eyes, I'm sure you guessed by now, there was the feather at my feet, guys, at my feet. And I'm telling you, true story, the weight just lifted. I cannot express to you guys. I felt like, I told Messina, I was like, I feel light as a feather. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it was definitely one of those. All right. So at this point, I still don't know what's happening. I'm just experiencing all these energies. Okay. And I started talking to Amber. You guys know Amber. Hi, Pooja. And she starts talking to me about the 0 point. All right, so second personal story, ready? So I've been messaging Amber, and you guys know Amber. I'm hoping she'll pop in tonight. Hi, Rachel. But she and I have this weird connection where, like, she can experience energies and then tell me about it, and then I experience it, or I can experience the energy, tell her about it, and then she experiences it, and it's just super weird, and it's really close. You know what I'm saying? Like together. So it's like we've been talking a lot and, like, just sharing, like, hey, this happened. Did this happen to you? You know what I'm saying? Like that. And I've been using the voice message on Facebook. You guys know what I'm talking about, the voice thing where you hit the button instead of typing, 100 billion words out. You can just speak it into the phone and it sends the voice thing. Okay, so I don't normally use that. Clearly, you can tell I don't even know what it's called. But I started using it as me and Amber were talking, just because we were talking so much. And she likes to use it, right? So I start using it, but I noticed that all my messages, guys, are you ready? Kept saying, like, they'll tell you how long the message is. So if she sends me a voice message and it's 2 minutes long, it'll say 2 minutes. But all the messages that I kept sending to her kept saying 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And it was super weird. I was like, why is it doing that? Well, again, a few days back when I was having that moment where I was asking for this feather, I mentioned to several people that I felt like there was something coming to an end. There was like some sort of debt had been paid, some sort of karma had been balanced, something, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what it was. And then she told me about the 0 point. So for those of you divine feminine energies, this is the end of the 7-year cycle. And if you've been seeing the sevens and you've been seeing the zeros, it's definitely a clean slate. Like, it doesn't get any cleaner than this. And so here's why I'm telling you all this personal stuff about me, because it's very important that we understand that we've been given this clean slate. And at this point, anything we do from here on out is new karma. Do you understand? It's new energies that you're adding, new challenges, new obstacles, new lessons. So I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely made Here we are at the beginning of February, some different New Year's resolutions to start out 2023. And I think the first thing I'm going to work with is my communication. I think I'm always so worried about like what I sound like or if people understand. And it's something that I've learned throughout this last 2 years is that it doesn't matter if they don't understand me, they're not on this journey. If they understand me, like Pooja and Diana and Sandra, they'll come back, right? And that's how it's supposed to be. So, yes, guys, that is the Leo full moon. That is what is happening. Let me know in the comments if you guys are experiencing the same thing. I did catch up on a few other tarot readers today, and I haven't been able to for several days. Hi, Clarissa. But yeah, several days not being able to catch up. So I did catch up today, and I got a lot of that information that I just shared with you guys from other twin tarot readers. So I feel like it's strong collective energy. All right, so I've got some new cards I'm super excited to talk about. But we're going to start with Queen of the Moon. So remember, guys, we're going to look at the masculine energy, feminine energy, the bridging energy, which is the current lesson. We're going to tap into head, heart, and higher self space. We'll pull messages from your person, and then we'll close it out with these Blessed Be Oracle for guidance. Hi, Erica. So Facebook is working, YouTube's working. That's good. I hope Twitch kicks in. All right, so I gotta admit something else. Are you ready? As all this stuff was happening, high stress, and I smoked. I'm done smoking again. I believe I went through 2 packs, guys. 2 packs. In 2 weeks. 1 pack in like a week and however many days, and 1 pack in 1 day. And the 1 pack in 1 day let me know that, yeah, I can't do that and I'm totally done with it. But I can hear it in my voice. Like I can hear it in my throat, in my voice. Yeah, it's super no good, no good. The cigarette thing is hard, right? I keep thinking it's going to get easier and easier, but it doesn't. All right. Guys, I am going to offer free and paid readings, and that information is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. All right, so remember, we're tapping into the Leo full moon, a clean slate. We've done the work. Here's the thing. I call it realignment because we did the work, but some of us to a more degree than others. So the realignment, like, you know, spirit putting us back on our path, is going to be more challenging for the ones that strayed the furthest, right? And that's just always how it is. But this particular full moon is so important because we all need the clean slate. So we were all brought back to the clean slate. But, you know, how you got here really just depends on the work that you did, right? All right, so let's tap in masculine energy first. Masculine energy first. Ooh, so we have number 44, attraction. This is about manifestation, and it's the super moon. I almost said like super attraction. And guys, this doesn't mean that it's like someone's attracted to someone. This is about raising your energetic vibrational energy so that you can attract the things you want to you. Again, manifestation comes to mind, and it's very possible that masculine energy is trying to manifest something right now. The 4s are sticking out to me, of course, number 44. All right, let's look at feminine energy. Feminine energy. Ooh, full moon power. You guys are feeling powerful. I am too. It's awesome, right? All right, so I'm so sorry. Full moon power is also about using the moon. It's very possible that like you're using the moon for manifestation. So this could be some mirroring energy here. And I just want to say we have number 44. And are you ready? number 16. And guess what? 1 and 6 is 7. See the 7-year cycle for the feminine energy? And I just want to say 44, this is the beginning for masculine energy. I know we've been thinking that, you know, this whole time they've been ascending with us, and it's not necessarily untrue, but it's more subconscious, and now it's more conscious. You know what I mean? And just kind of remember, when you think back on your own journey, the things that we did subconsciously, it's like we get pulled down this journey, down this path, you know, whether we know it or not. Look at that, 11 people on YouTube. I love the numbers. Yay. But yes, feminine energy, feeling very powerful, probably feeling like you can manifest anything you want at this point, because you're also feeling that clean slate, that 0 point, right? Yes, it doesn't mean that, like, when I say you're at the 0 point, it doesn't mean that like your job is done. It means that now the true test is here, because, you know, are you going to stay pure and clean and continue on this path, this clean slate that's been given to you? Or divine feminine, are you going to stray again? You see what I'm saying? Are you going to repeat a cycle? And that's another thing, guys, you really need to take into consideration when you do decide which way you're going to go, because I know we all have the free will, which way you're going to go, because it's definitely about the 7 years, and you really need to take that into consideration when you're willingly repeating a cycle. All right, so let's pull bridging energy. Remember, bridging energy, I always say is, I love it. I always say is the high priest. Sorry. Oh, it is the high priestess. Sorry, brain fart. But it's like where she sits at the veil, right? She can see both sides. It's the spiritual lesson that you're both currently learning. I'm gonna pull some tarot because spirit does this to me from time to time. Again, with the 7, I just want to show you 43. So see the 7. You can't make this stuff up, guys. But the blue moon, which everyone knows is my absolute favorite card. It's still my absolute favorite card. And it's the unexpected. And what it means is that you're aligned to something. And again, it could have been done subconsciously or it could have been done consciously. But now that you're aligned to the situation, it's like you're opening yourself up to be able to receive it. I think a lot of times, especially divine feminine, I'm not so sure about divine masculine energy yet. But I think a lot of times it's like we don't realize that the reason the things aren't coming in is because we are purposely closing ourselves out to it. And I can give you an example, and you're going to be like, what? How many of you guys, of you on this very specific journey, have experienced where you're hearing the readings, but you're not hearing the messages, or like the messages are seem like they're coming in less and less, or the disconnect, like you feel like you're disconnected from your counterpart. So, and it's like it gets more and more and more. So you're trying to like listen to readings, you're trying to look for guidance. And here's the thing, guys, you're hearing the readings. You're here. I heard the readings. I heard the messages. I didn't like the answer. I didn't like what they were saying. And so again, I can blame the Aries, but I feel like this is a strong divine feminine issue. It's like, no, we don't like it that way. Let's rebel. Let's recreate the wheel. Let's do it our way. You know what I'm saying? And then we come across all these different challenges and obstacles, and we can't figure out like why is this happening? So yes, guys, I went through all of these for you, and now you can just see that's not true. You guys will have your own. But let's pull a little tarot and let's see if we can figure out what the energy is. Like, what are they attracting? What are you using the full moon power for? And let's see if we can tap into that unexpected energy. All right, so I went to get the purple tarot and the 10 of cups fell out. We have 10 people on YouTube. So I just want to say that emotional fulfillment, right? Contentment. And there's an understanding. All right, guys. Let's look at that supermoon attraction. Masculine energy. All right, so we have Queen of Cups and King of Swords. Ooh. So masculine energy could be trying to get divine feminine energy to speak truth about something. Interesting. And so that tells me that you guys could also be feeling the pull. Um, ooh. um, all right, just Rosa personal opinion, right? This is not like some twin flame factual thing. I say it's important that we respect each other's boundaries. The boundaries are in place, I feel like, to protect us at certain times. And I just feel like if someone has those boundaries in place, then we should protect those boundaries. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely getting an energy of like someone wants to say something, speak something. Queen of Cups is my divine feminine clue card, right? I know that a lot of people use the Empress, but for me, it's been the King of Cups and Queen of Cups since day one. So I am getting, King of Swords, take action, say something, speak truth. Um, Again, I'm not always right, guys. So you have to do what, you're being called to do. Your journey is going to be different than my journey. But I do feel like boundaries was something that I had to learn in a very challenging and difficult way in this particular journey. So I always say like the boundaries are important, and I feel like things happen when they're supposed to. Hi, Odeka. There is Twitch. So now we have all three: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Beautiful. All right, so let's look at full moon power. So feminine energy definitely manifesting something here. Ooh, we have the tower. I don't know about you guys, but I've had the biggest tower completely, I want to say unexpected, but I mean, I can't be like completely honest and say that. I feel like I definitely had that thought in the back of my mind type of situation. You guys know what I'm talking about? So yeah, the tower happened. Did it make me more powerful? Absolutely. Do I see the manifestations coming in easier? Absolutely. But again, that's going to go back to that like realignment, right? Look at that Six of Cups. Six of Cups is going to be the past. It's going to be reunion, right? So it's very possible feminine energy, shocking reunion. That could be like expect the unexpected here. And again, here's what I'm gonna say. I can't stress this enough here because we all know how Rosa PLR feels about union, okay? I feel like we're already in union. Remember, it's not about the person, it's about the purpose. I understand what the cards are saying. I see it coming out. And we're all going to interpret this message in a different way. Um, if it's meant to be, it will be. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to like contact anyone. You don't have to like go out of your way. It's like the universe just opens it up for you. That's the expect the unexpected, right? Like that spirit that says, this is what you're doing. But again, I want to stress divine feminine at the end of the 7-year cycle, divine masculine at the beginning. All right, let's pull the blue moon. Let's see if spirit shows us what is the unexpected. Again, 43. So again, with the number 7. All right, so we have Five of Wands. Ooh, okay, so Five of Wands is challenges, we all know. But I just want to say Five of Wands is also training. So it's like we're prepared for something. So this is definitely telling me like both masculine and feminine, maybe understanding the journey more at this point, but it's also an understanding of the rules, right? I feel like we've all broke the rules on both sides. And it's like an understanding of we had to learn something, we had to experience something. Four of Cups is here. Okay, so Four of Cups is normally the card that says you're blocking something out, you're not paying attention to something. A lot of times, guys, we do this because we don't like the message. We want it to be our way. So we push, push, push. We don't work with the energy, we work against it, right? And this Four of Cups in the purple tarot, look how all the cups, so it's flowing into all the cups evenly. They're all here. They're all visible. Four of Cups also means you now have all of the ingredients. That's beautiful, right? Yes. All right. Let's pull some Heal Yourself reading cards and let's tap into some head, heart, and higher self space. Yes, Erica says sometimes they say something different. I would say pay really close attention when all the readers are saying the same thing. Um, I feel like the astrology really points us in the right way. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that use astrology tend to have the same information. But here's something I've noticed. We all have our tribes, like the people that follow us. And you follow us because your journey is so similar to my journey that something, remember guys, these readings are for me. They help me, right? I'm talking to me and my journey, me, no one else, right? And so when I'm doing this and it reaches you and it pulls at your heartstring more so than maybe another reader, it's because your journey is very similar to mine. You see what I mean? So yes, definitely pay attention when you start to notice that they're all saying the same thing, especially when you feel like they're saying the same thing, but that's not your story. You're like, but that's not working. That's not how it's going to be. That's not how it's going to do. Because you can say that all you want, but let me tell you, the realignment process can be very painful when you work against the energy. And it's not just painful for you guys. I mean, think about it. It's painful for all parties involved, right? All right, so let's do masculine energy. Let's do a little head, heart, and higher self space. Ooh. So 2 came out, wholeness, the soul, and beauty. All right, so right away I'm getting separation energy and I'm getting like an understanding of why something had to happen, right? All right, let's look at feminine energies. Sorry. It's going to be head space. Let's look at masculine heart space. So we have soulmate coming out. Remember, there's no twin card, there's no karmic. It's possible this could be about a soulmate. But again, I'm getting more like reunion type of energies. All right, let's look at higher self, because here's where the real stuff is. It really doesn't matter what we're thinking and feeling. It's really about what the lesson is, right? All right, so let's see. What is the spiritual lesson? What is the higher self teaching the masculine at this time? 2 more again. Alchemy and procrastination. So in other words, masculine energy puts something off for a long time. And I just want to say again, the more we stray, the more we veer. It's like, I don't know how to explain this. I gotta use myself as an example again. All right, so in the twin journey, when I'm divorcing the karmic, I really felt like I was on top of this mountain. I had conquered some sort of massive fear, right? And of course, the twin journey helped me do that, right? And so I felt like I was on top of the world. And you get up there, and then when you're up there at the top, and you think like this is it, it gets no better, we fall, right? And it's a big fall, and it's like the higher you got up there, the bigger the fall. I feel like that's the energy that I'm getting for the masculine. It's like they've climbed so high up here, it's going to be a big fall. I don't want, I shouldn't even use those type of words. I don't like being like I'm just being as honest as possible is what I'm trying to say. But I do feel like procrastination is here for a reason. It's because the masculine energy could have procrastinated, could have continued to push something back. I don't want to deal with it. And guys, all I'm going to say is we can push it back. We can find escape from our feelings in all kinds of different ways. But another thing I've learned in the last 2 years in this journey is that the more we push it back, eventually we're going to feel it, and it's that much harder. So it's almost like it's easier just to feel it as it's happening, learn from it, and move forward. You see what I mean? All right, let's pull some feminine energies. Feminine, head, heart, and higher self. I am Odeka. It should be scrolling across the bottom. I know it's hard to see. I'm doing twin flame readings and full moon readings for $10. And then, of course, I have the free readings. We're doing 1 card, Queen of the Moon, for the Leo full moon energy. I also have 1 card, Power of Activation, for those of you that need to activate some love energies. And then I'm also, of course, doing a free Talking to Heaven card if you want to get a message from your person in heaven. And I will be doing those, guys, right at the end. We are moving right along. So let's tap in. Let's look at that feminine headspace. What's the feminine energy thinking about right now? Ooh, we have the healing card coming out. I see that, but I want to say this. I see the tears. So it's telling me that a lot of you have been really purging, right? You're in the boat with me. um, but really purging, really getting that stuff out. We struggle with that. I feel like we try to hide it, like we try not to show our emotions to people. It's like we don't want them to see our pain, right? We don't want them to see our hurt. It comes through our eyes, guys. I don't know if you know that, but like your eyes, you know how they say the window to the soul? When our soul is hurting and we feel, especially divine feminine energy, again, I'm just using myself as an example. So you just tell me if it relates or if it doesn't. But I feel like when we're in that type of pain, um, we can't make eye contact with people. We don't want to. It's like we don't want them to see our pain. But especially those of us that are empaths, it's like we have so much pain that we can't even handle someone else's pain. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, yes, there's definitely something about the eyes here in the headspace. It's like you're noticing how your energies come in and out, is what I'm getting. All right, let's look at the heart space. So heart space for the feminine energy. Erica says, too much purging. I understand. Remember, this is a powerful moon. And I know that really there's no words I can say that's going to make it better. It's like we either face the challenge or we don't, right? I wish there was like a word that I could say it's totally worth it, but you're really not going to see that until you do it. And I just want to say, I just went through something that is more painful than I can express in words. Like I'm still trying to process. I still can't talk about it. I'm not getting so emotional ever since the whole moment at the lake. My emotions are a lot calmer. The guilt is gone, is what it is. It's like the weight was lifted, right? And so I definitely feel like that helps. The clean slate helps, but it's like you're not going to see it until you actually experience it, right? That's kind of what I was learning too. It's like it's not my job to actually teach you guys. It's just my job to show you the light, show you the way, and then you decide on your journey what works best for you, right? All right, let's look at feminine energy and the heart space. And guys, you can't always listen to me. I'm not always going to be right. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't think it's really a matter of like right or wrong. I think it's just lessons, things we have to learn, right? All right, let's see. Reflected back at us, absolutely. Ooh, look at that, the pride card in the heart space. We don't like saying we're wrong about something. Am I wrong about that? Seriously, like that's a feminine energy thing, right? Especially in this collective tribe. And I just want you guys to know, I think the reason that we do that is because of the self-doubt. We struggle on this journey, especially feminine energies. And I just want to say masculine is fixing too. So they're fixing too. But feminine energies, it's like we struggle with the self-doubt. And so I feel like we don't want to be wrong about something. And so it's like we almost want to just keep fighting this issue. And another Rosa lesson, are you ready? Is it's not my job to force my understanding on someone. You know what I'm trying to say? Again, I'm just supposed to show you the tool, the light, whatever you want to call it. And then you do it or you don't. You see, I'm just supposed to keep doing it my way for me. I know it works for me. I know it heals me, and I know it's guiding me towards where I'm supposed to be, right? And the whole goal, we all know, is divine union, right? So it's like I know what I'm supposed to do, and as long as I keep doing that, I'll show people by example. I can talk to them blue in the face, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I feel like the pride card, there's definitely in the heart space a cleansing of this whole I'm right, you're wrong. That's done. It's no more of that. It's like now we understand our journey, and it's not about right or wrong. It's about doing our part in this spiritual purpose, right? All right, so let's look at higher self lesson for feminine energy. Higher self lesson. All right. Here it is. Ooh, discovering your life's purpose. All right, guys. So if you remember, I started this channel like 2 years ago, right? And this is where I was kind of at like 2 years ago. For those of you that are close to me, you know, I strayed, right? I veered off the path. I don't see it as a mistake. I have no regrets whatsoever. I do it 1,000 times over. I do feel like spirit calls us to do certain things. And again, I wouldn't call it a mistake. I call it a lesson. But I do feel like now collectively, divine feminines, we're kind of all on the same page, right? Again, it's going to be the end of that 7-year cycle. And now we're all going to be following our purpose in one shape, way, form, or another. And remember, guys, everyone's going to follow their purpose in a different way, right? Everyone's going to use a tool, a different tool that they've learned throughout their spiritual awakening, throughout their spiritual journey, that they were most comfortable with, that they were most creative with, right? And mine, of course, was tarot, YouTube, digital arts, you know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff, right? So that's my tool. So does that mean that when you start following your purpose that you're going to go and start reading tarot to everyone? No, not necessarily. It's going to be something that you're passionate about, that excites you, because what happens is it ends up being your full-time work, right? Like you end up going until you're fully immersed into this type of life, into this type of living, right? So it's going to be something that you enjoy, something that you want to do. Every time I say I'm going to work, I'm coming to talk to you guys. I promise you, when I'm making those shorts on YouTube, when I'm making those reels on TikTok, Instagram, all this stuff, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's not work. When I'm doing the Etsy shop personal readings, it's fun. It's not work. It's not like the work that I've done previously in my life all the way up to this point. You see what I'm saying? So it's definitely time to start discovering what your purpose is. And really, it's not even about what type of spiritual journey we're on, because everyone is being guided. The astrology shows us that everyone is being guided to follow their purpose at this time. I feel like divine feminines on this journey, you're fixing to start to see your manifestations come in. It's so much easier, so much quicker, because you've done the work. We all did the work. Even I did the work. Even though I feel like, you know, did I take a detour? Absolutely. But we were still doing the work in the process. If I hadn't have done the work, the channel, the Etsy shop, the journals, you know, the merch, that stuff wouldn't have continued to grow. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So yes, we've all been through it, but I really want us to look back at how much we've been through and what we kept afloat in that process. Because whatever that was that you kept afloat in that process is what's fixing to bloom in like big, big ways, right? All right, so let's pull. I gotta get a water. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. All right, guys. Let's do the messages from your person. And I am going to pull the handwritten ones. I know this is the ones everyone likes the most. Look at that. I didn't plan this. It's on the bottom. None of us did. There's no guilty parties, guys. It's just part of a spiritual lesson. It's part of an awakening. It's like it's part of the process, right? All right. Messages. Let's start with divine masculine to divine feminine. Sometimes it's hard for me not to be angry about this. Understandable. I don't know. I have all that Aries. I'm angry about it a lot. But I do feel like once we learn like the reason behind it, or like the purpose something happened, then it's a lot easier to not be angry and have understanding, right? All right, let's keep going. What else wants to come out? I need you to say comes out. I feel like that came out not too long ago. There could definitely be some strong fear on masculine energy side. And I feel like that's just happening because of the ascension process, like what's happening to them around them. Yeah, I see 911 everywhere. So yeah, remember when this was happening to the feminine energies? So it's like, yeah, masculine energy is like now, you know, the towers are coming down, the things are being cleared, they're just being forced to deal. All right, so let's go to feminine energy. We'll do 3 from feminine to masculine. I see you guys over there. I'm about to get to those readings. I appreciate you guys so very much. Ooh, look at that. So we have missing you coming out, feminine to masculine. I'm on my way coming out, and I want to work with you. So definitely some energies of like, I'm getting something like 3 of Pentacles energy, like let's work together. Let's use the energies for us, not against us, right? Your opinion matters is on the bottom. All right, so here's the best part because I'm super ready. Guys, I know, I want you guys to know that the analytics tells me who's watching. Like I can break it down to like who's watching me in Katie's, Kentucky. I know, right? You're like, what? The numbers are gonna start to drop now, watch. I'm just kidding. But so I just want to say, for those of you that watch me, that know me, for whatever reason you're watching, I hope these videos are helping you. Guys, Divine Intentions is in Katie's. I should have put a link in the video. I'll do that right after the live stream. Divine Intentions, beautiful store here in Katie's, one and only store. I just want to say, I took Miss Tina today. It was her first time go. I take everyone I know. Like I just, if you know me, we're going. You know what I mean? Every chance I come back, I try to go. Yes, beautiful store. Many of my tarot, a lot of my things have come from this store. But yes, guys, look them up on Facebook. They have a TikTok, Divine Intentions in Katie's, Kentucky. I got my Blessed Bee cards from there yesterday. So I'm super excited. This is my first time using them. I, of course, have used them for myself. The Mystical Celtic Blessing cards to enrich and empower. So yeah, super, super beautiful. So this is where I'm going to pull guidance from. Message from heaven. Absolutely, Amanda. Absolutely. All right, here we go. And I wanted to do this for both masculine. I know normally I say all parties involved, but we're clearly cutting out all the third parties, right? I mean, it's obvious, we can't deny it anymore. So it's like, and remember, guys, third parties don't have to be people. Third parties can be like unhealthy, not good situations, right? So let's just do the guidance and let's just stick with the masculine for the masculine and feminine energy. All right, so the first one to come out, look at this. It's number 20, a blessing on a new venture. We're all going on the new venture, right? Clean slate. And I love the arrow. See how she's drawing the arrow back? And it's like she's aiming where she wants to go. All right, let's keep going. A blessing on your family. I feel like that's super important for us on this journey. I feel like we had struggled with self-doubt because of those that are close to us. So I do sense like there's a strong energy of protection. And of course, the unicorn is sticking out to me. Let's do one more. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. All right, so this tells me that we're all going to be seeing the signs. We're all going to be feeling the energies. Guys, the best advice I can give you at this point, and again, for some of you, you're going to understand what I'm saying, and for some of you, you're just not. You have to work with the energy and not against the energy. Yes, we do have free will, guys, but in this particular journey, I feel like that's one of the things we struggle with the most. We can do it our way. Of course we can. But will we experience challenges and obstacles that can be very painful and just very difficult? Absolutely. Because there's no better plan than God's plan. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's it, guys. I hope this reading was helpful. This is going to be February 2023. I do feel like this is all the clean slate that we're all going to be experiencing. Some of us are going to be excited to move forward. Some of us are going to be a little fearful to move forward, but I do feel like we're all highly protected, and forward is the only option, right? All right, guys, I hope it was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then I will look over to see who is doing what readings. If we have any lists going, I appreciate you guys so very much. Just let me know. Let me know which direction I need to head. Erica says lots of push and pull. Alex, you're welcome. Thank you. Don't know what kind of readings to do. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you guys that I reached out to and you joined me today. I just want to say, here's something I'm learning. So you guys are going to know who you are, right? Like Rachel, Sandra, Diana, Miss Tina, you guys are going to know. Amber, Miss L, all of you guys. The ones that have been with me from the beginning, here's something I learned very recently. Are you guys ready? You're my teachers. See, I thought I was coming out here and I was going to show you about this thing. But no, one of the things that happened when I was at the lake with the feather moment is I realized like the pieces came together, and it's like, you're my teachers. You're gonna show me. And it's like I tell you, when they say that this journey is nothing like you thought, it is no joke, no joke. So I can look at each one of you guys and tell you what major lesson you have taught me. One of these days I'm going to reach out. I want to tell you. I'm going to let you know what it was. Oh, I love you, Rachel. Love you, love you. All right, let me know what readings are we doing? Ooh, Erica, I have heard of this before. That's actually I would ask you, have you done any research? Because it's actually not as uncommon as you think it might be. Sandra's sister on Facebook. I do remember that. Hello, Twitch. All right, let me pull the Talking to Heaven cards out. So I got Queen of the Moon for the full moon Leo energy. Um, Dang, I wanted to use my blessed beat. I'm gonna use these, but I'm gonna use these for the paid readings, guys. Remember, all that information is scrolling across there. Yes, Erica, really. And just do a little research, and you'll actually start to see the very different types of yeah. Yeah. I did get the Power of Love. Talking to Heaven. I know Amanda wanted to do Talking to Heaven. It's a spiritual. It's a spiritual connection. All right, Rachel says 10 for twin flame current energy. Guys, let me know if there's anyone who has made a payment. Of course, you jump the line, right? I'll do the free readings as much as we can. And then anyone makes a payment for the paid readings, then that's going to be, they jump the line. What? Sandra. All right, so I see Sandra's full moon reading. Let me see here. Who's this one? Oh, Decca. Oh, you're so awesome. Absolutely, Odeka. Totally got you. All right, so let me grab my pen because I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. All right, let's see here. Odeka, let me know. Are you wanting twin flame? All right, so I have Sandra, full moon, Odeka, twin flame. Oh, let me know, Odeka. Is it twin flame? I'm jumping the gun. I know, my bad. Yeah, twin flame. Thank you. And then who was the next? Rachel was the next one. Yes, Alex. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, I love you, Sandra. All right. Can someone help me make a free list? Um, there it is, Rachel. It was Rachel. Rachel twin flame. Um, if someone could help me make a free list, I'll try to knock out a couple free ones every through each of the paid ones, right? That way they're not having to wait because we all know that my readings can be a little detailed and can take a little time. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could just be like the sugar coater and turn the card over and be like, everything's gonna be great. But it doesn't work that way. All right. So I know Amanda was here, guys. So yeah, if someone could just do the thank you. Thank you, Diana. All right. All right, let's do Sandra's full moon reading first. So Sandra's full moon reading. Then I'll jump over and do Amanda's talking to heaven. Then we'll jump down to Odeka's twin flame. We'll push in one free card reading, and then we'll do Rachel's push one free card reading. All right. So a full moon. Guys, I have hi Pooja. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Absolutely. Guys, Diana is there trying to help us. Sandra's there trying to help us. If you feel like I'm not seeing your requests, jump over to YouTube. I feel like that's probably going to be the easiest route. Yes, and then let's take a few, and then I will probably close the list out pretty quickly, guys, just so we don't go too long. So yeah, if you're going to do your reading, go ahead and jump in and let me know now. All right, Sandra, full moon. Okay, so Leo full moon is clean slate. So Sandra, the first thing I want to look at is what you're releasing. What is it that is leaving so that you can have the clean slate? Ooh, so creation is coming out. Fear is coming out, and the Hunger card in reverse is coming out. How interesting. All right, so remember the Hunger card talks about the two wolves, right? Which wolf are you going to feed? So a lot of times people use, like, for example, the good and the bad, right? So we have a good wolf and a bad wolf. We also have like a happy wolf and a sad wolf, right? Or we have like a mean wolf and a nice wolf, right? And so I do feel like there's a little bit here of like trying to manifest something, trying to create something. You could be feeding some fear here. We've all been struggling with the self-doubt. So that's really for me, not too surprising to see. But I do feel like it's about something about manifesting because creation is here. I do see the third eye is lit up, and of course, all the paperwork. All right, so let's look at what this clean slate looks like. What does the clean slate look like? All right, so it's a hard one. Self-reflection comes out, number 17. You have to expect the unexpected, the blue moon. That's why you have fear, because so much has happened that you didn't expect to happen. That happened to me. I'm telling you, I had that moment at the lake, and it helped calm that fear. It helped calm all that anxiety. Nourishment is here also, mind, body, and soul. So there's something about, well, we're all doing balance. We're all learning to balance. That's really everything, like the thing that everyone is learning to do right now. But I think there's something that we like, maybe we missed, maybe we skipped. Like, let's say mind, body, soul. So let's say we knew we needed to nourish our souls, right? So we did, I don't know, we did something spiritual that made us feel like our soul was happy, right? Our body, we exercise because we know it's good for our body. It makes us feel good, but maybe we didn't pay attention to our mind. Maybe we pushed too hard. You see what I'm trying to say? We tried to put too much in there. We tried to do too much. Here lately for me, Sandra, it's been about leaving the head space and going into the heart space. And I know people are like, what? What is she talking about? So it's like if you feel like you're overthinking something or you're over worrying, well, more thinking and more worrying isn't really going to change it, right? So it's like you have to leave that energy, stop what you're doing, move into the heart space. So there's something here about like you're doing some self-reflecting. I do feel like you're dealing with some unexpected fear, or you could be causing like anxiety because you've experienced some unexpected things, right? And it's hard for you to let the fear go because I don't know about you, but like for me, when something shocking happens, I just keep expecting the dominoes to keep falling, right? It's like, what else? What else? Don't ask that because I promise the universe can show you. So just don't even ask. But I do feel like there's something that was missing. It's like you tried to balance it out, but maybe you didn't pay attention to like a certain part. Maybe you were focused on your mind and soul and didn't focus on your body. You see what I'm saying? Something like that. All right. Let's get some outcome information. Outcome information. That's not true. I think it's possible you're trying to manifest. So I want to look at some steps. Let's look at some steps. What's something spirit thinks? You've already done the self-reflection. This has happened. So let's see what are the steps spirit thinks you should take with this Leo full moon. So there's the balance card. I feel like that just kind of confirms what I said. Ooh, look how the headspace, the clouds. So you could be struggling with discernment. It's like you're seeing the signs. Sorry, move the camera. It's like you're seeing the signs, but you don't understand what the signs mean just yet. Something like that. I just want to say that's kind of how I felt. Like I felt like I was seeing everything, but I didn't quite understand. And Sandra, I don't know if this is necessarily saying this for you, but for me, it's not that I didn't understand it. I understood it. It's just that I didn't like the answer. So I was like, no, that's not for me. You see what I'm trying to say? All right, let's see what else. So balance, a little discernment, the trust card. So see, we have fear, expect the unexpected, and trust. So a lot of times when we go through these challenging situations, like I said, it's hard for us to trust. We have a lot of self-doubt. We feel like we're not protected, even though the signs are there that we're clearly protected. Yeah, it's like it could be keeping you from moving forward in something or like balancing something out there, something like that. Sovereignty is coming out in reverse over here. And I just want to say it came out with the wolf moon in reverse. I'm not a big fan of the reversal energy, but I do feel like there's something about, there's like something that's unbalanced or something that you're missing that's keeping you from being able to move into that like aha moment. You see what I'm trying to say? Something like that. And it's going to have something to do with the mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, something like that. All right, let's pull a guidance card to close it out. And I'm going to use the Blessed Be, a blessing for Sandra on this journey. So look at this, a blessing to heal a relationship. It's number 28. All right, let me open up the book. Beautiful book. And of course, I don't have the affiliate link in there, guys. I just got it, but I will definitely be putting it in there very, very soon. A blessing to heal relationships. A blessing to aid you when a relationship seems to be a struggle and you cannot find a way to mend your torn heart. The blessing is yours, a charge of energy with which you can reweave the threads that once gently held you in suspended relationship. Once there was understanding and intimacy, ease and comfort, but for a while now there may have been trouble and discord, a sense of displeasure that strains the days, making the time you spend together uncomfortable and self-conscious. So take now this blessing and pour it upon the troubled waters between you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Sandra, I hope that was helpful. All right, so let's pop in a freebie really quickly. And let's see, let me see if I can find the list. Hi, Iris. It's okay, sweetie. Always go back and watch it later. We're doing free readings right now, so let me know if you're interested. I am offering feed readings, and all the info should be scrolling across the screen there. All right, so Rachel on YouTube, Erica paid for twin flame on Facebook. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. Amanda, that's what it was. All right, so let's do Talking to Heaven for Amanda, and I'm just gonna knock it out really quickly. So if we have Amanda Dobbs on the list, we can go ahead and take it off. All right, Amanda, here we go. Talking to Heaven message. So I want you to think of your person. All right, so I'm hearing like more than one. So I want you to focus on one strongly. It's possible that more than one just want to get a message to you. So I'm just going to try to focus on one energy. I watch over you every day. All right, Amanda, let's pull it up. I watch over you every day. All right, Amanda, it says, believe me when I tell you that I hear every one of your thoughts and know all of your life's desires, goals, and accomplishments. We have such a strong soul connection that part of my desire here is to watch over you there. Even though I can't take your test for you or interfere with your free will, I am sharing your space and I am always influencing you to do the best that I know you can do. I help bring into your life those important learning opportunities your soul needs in order to grow. Think of me as your guardian angel. We share life together. I am the light that goes before you, holds your hand, and shows you the way. All right, Amanda, I hope that was helpful. Awesome, Iris. I will, absolutely. All right, so let's go back to the paid readings, and I believe paid next is Odeka, right? Yeah, let me know. Let me know if it's Odeka, guys. I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. And it is a twin flame reading. All right, Odeka is here. All right, I'm gonna stick with that Leo full moon. So I'm gonna stick with the moonology. It's not the moonology, the Queen of the Moon. I will do messages from your person, Odeka, and we will use the Blessed Be for guidance. Oh, don't cry, Amanda. I love you. Don't cry. All right. Yes, I'm sorry. I got it. Diana. I wrote Odeka down. So I have Rachel next, and then that's where my list stops. So I know I'm not doing real good. I appreciate you helping me so much. All right, Odeka, let's tap into those energies. Let's do masculine energy first. Masculine energy first. Ooh, strong. Look at that. Big confirmation, number 42, the masculine, the lunar god, and it is about balancing those energies, right? So masculine energy has been in a strong push. I feel like this is definitely your person. You're going to be over here. They've been pushing something really strong. And what I mean by pushing something is um, like doing something they know that maybe in the back of their mind it's not really the right thing, not really what they're supposed to do, and it's like now they understand, so they're trying to like balance the scales, right? Is what I'm getting. All right, let's look at your energy. Ooh, look at this. Odeka, self-love comes out. Strong divine feminine energy. This is like definitely about like stepping into your power type of energy. We're all kind of feeling this, right? Like we're all, if you're not yet, ladies, or it doesn't matter, man, woman, we all have the same game, right? But if you're not feeling this energy yet, it's like it's definitely coming. I do feel like self-love, self-care is a lot easier for us now. And I just want to say, I know we talked about like the masculine energy has built its way up, Odeka, and that like it's possible that now it's experiencing a fall. But feminine energy has too, right? Because we all experience the astrology, so we're all experiencing this clean slate. But it's very possible that for the feminine energy, some of you didn't really stray very far. Some of you were following your lessons. You were continuing to educate yourself and learn about the journey. You were implementing your lessons. You were doing self-love, self-care, right? And so the alignment with this full moon wasn't very challenging. I don't want to say it's very challenging because I feel like it was challenging for everyone, but it may not have been as challenging for you as for others, Odeka. Like, in other words, you've been doing the work and things kind of, the clean slate is kind of lining up for you, is kind of what I'm getting. All right, let's look at some bridging energy. Bridging energy. Absolutely, Sandra. Absolutely. And what are the numbers? How are we doing on, like, how many do we have total? Should we close it out or are we doing okay? All right, let's look at bridging energy for Odeka. Remember, this is going to be what your masculine and feminine energy is currently learning right now. Ooh, so we have fruition and it came out in reverse. I don't necessarily feel like that doesn't mean that fruition isn't here. I feel like both you and your person have started to understand that when you don't work with the energy, things are more challenging and things don't come in, like the manifestations don't come in. Odeka, for me, this is how it was. And I feel like you're on this journey. So you're going to have known that you've heard this somewhere else before because we all kind of experience it. When we're not making like the right choices, it's like the guidance gets quieter and quieter and quieter, right? Until really we just don't hear it anymore at all. And it's like the moment we decide that we're going to balance the situation out and we realize that we've tipped the scale too far one way or another, that's when the fruition comes in. That's when all the manifestation comes in. And it's almost like it comes in without you even having to think about it, right? So I think that's a lesson that you're both currently learning right now is, work with the energy. It comes in quicker. My grandpa used to tell me, I grew up at my grandpa's house, and he used to tell me this all the time. I tell everybody, when you're going down the right roads, like when you're doing the right things in life that your soul chose for this lifetime, the road is smooth, or smoother than most, right? But when you're going down the wrong road, or you've like detoured and you're going to cause yourself like more obstacles, more challenges. You see what I'm trying, more potholes in the road, right? And I think that's the lesson that you're both currently learning right now. All right, let's tap into, I want to pull some tarot. I feel like I missed my tarot. Let's do some head, heart, and higher self space. So I'm not going to do your side, Odeka. I feel like you know what your side is. But I do want to do the masculine side, the masculine side. And I know I had this whole fit about like we should be focused on our energy and not the other person's energy. And I just want to say, one, I'm sorry. If we weren't meant to know, we wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? But clearly there's some things that we are meant to know, and it does help guide us in a certain direction, right? All right, so let's tap in, Odeka. Let's do masculine energy, heart, and higher self space. So I do feel like they feel like there's an energy of having to balance something out. It didn't work their way. It's time to do it a different way. And I feel like they can also see like where they went astray. Page of Wands is here. 3 of Cups is here. And Knight of Pentacles is here. Oh my gosh. Throat chakra. Odeka. My goodness. I felt like my throat had a seizure. It just shut. Yeah, throat chakra. Something needs to happen. Something needs to be balanced. I feel like Page of Wands is baby steps. There's no need to make any giant leaps here. We really need to ease into the energies. Three of Cups coming out with fruition in reverse. I feel like the reason, Odeka, that we were struggling with being able to manifest and bring the things in, and this is going to be both sides for me and you, right? This is about like we weren't the third parties, right? There was third parties. There was third energies in the way. And that's kind of like what was blocking us. It's like we can't manifest, we can't bring in new things if we're keeping ourselves full of old things. You see what I'm trying to say? Things that are not serving our greater good. Knight of Pentacles is here for higher self. So I do feel like this is about your person understanding that this is a lifetime after lifetime. Um, it's kind of where you understand that this is a way of life. This is a way of being. So I feel like the higher self could be teaching a person about the purpose, right? Like about why this happened, why this experience is here, and what's going to come next, right? All right, let's pull some messages from your person. Ooh. All right, first one that comes out says, you helped me start my spiritual awakening. So true, so true. That's how you know it's your twin, guys. That's what happens is you catapult each other's spiritual awakening. And I know that we have different spiritual lessons as you go down the road, but guys, you don't get more than one twin. You just get one. And actually, this is, again, just a Rosa opinion. I don't know if this is like factual, but I feel like it would be in our best interest to learn the lesson when we meet the twin, right? And it's like we have to go through several relationships after the twin to realize, oh, I was supposed to do this. You see what I'm trying to say? So yeah, we do. You only get one, and it does catapult your spiritual awakening. Now, regardless of how slow the process is in your awakening, some of us go super fast, some of us go fast and then slow down. Some of us just go, super slow. So regardless, it's the person that started the whole thing, right? I'm still here cheering you on. Don't quit. So, Decca, this tells me that your person was constantly encouraging you. And that's really common also in this journey. It's actually one of the first things that like attracts you to the energy because you're in such a lack of that energy that when someone like I don't know, encourages you and says like they see something in you, they see that you can do this thing, it kind of like makes it stronger, right? So I can't find you anywhere. I've tried. So I do feel like your person is saying like they've tried to replace you. Again, that's really common too. And I feel like that's where their fall is coming. But again, that's a little collective. That may not necessarily pertain to your specific person. And I'm just as upset about this as you are. So I feel like if you thought that your person was okay with like what went down or like what happened or where you guys are or how difficult it is, they're saying they're not okay with it. It's challenging. All right, Odeka, this is going to be your guidance. How are we doing on the list, guys? Should we go ahead and close it out? Ooh, look at that. A blessing on the senses. That it says a blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. I feel like this is about us opening our senses up, like being more ready to create, to manifest. But I feel like that's kind of collective. It came out for that collective reading. So I'm going to pull one more, Odeka. Let's get one just for Odeka. I see it. All right, here it is. A blessing for good work. Odeka, I knew you had been doing the work. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that reading was helpful, Odeka. And thank you so very, very much. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Odeka. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys, where am I going? Where am I headed next? 5 more after Odeka. All right. I think we can go ahead and stop after that. Let's go ahead. Unless you have someone that's like you're trying to put on right now, it's fine. But after this, I think we should go ahead. I don't want to. I'm still healing, guys. I'm still recovering, and I just don't want to like over push anything. I have definitely been trying to like find my balance, right? All right. Did we have any free ones we could squeeze in? I think Rachel is who I have next. Is that who you guys have next? On the 5, are we including free and paid? That's totally fine with me. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, Rachel is next. Alright, Rachel, and you're check next for free. Alright. Alright, let's do Rachel's. And then I'll do Pooja's, and then we'll do Erica, and then get that in after that. Sweet, sweet. Thank you guys so much for helping. Look at that. Clean up Paps, Divine, Feminine. You guys love me unconditional. Okay, so Rachel and then Erica, right? And Pooja is the only free one. Pooja is the only free network. Something up. Let me know when you get it, if you hear it. It comes back. I didn't get anything over here. The internet is giving me a little bit of an issue. But yeah, just let me know it comes back. It's okay. If anything happens, guys, like if anything happens to the stream, I'll just restart the stream and come right back on. You may have to like go find me again, but I'll come back on. Iris and Kenneth are free too. Alright, let's do Pooja's real quick. Pooja, free card. It was Queen of the Moon, right? Queen of the Moon, free card. Sounds like I'm really far away. Alright, what about now? Is it a little better? Alright, Pooja, here we go. One card, Queen of the Moon, guidance. Self-reflection, Pooja. This is most likely about your twin. I see the mirror number 17. So the 7-year cycle is strong for you, right? So it tells me end of the karmic debt, right? I definitely feel like we're at that 0 point, the clean slate here. And I do see like the hands reaching out for each other. So that's super interesting to me. It's very possible that someone's going to reach out to you is kind of the energy I'm getting. All right, Pooja, I hope that was helpful. All right. All right, I unplugged and plugged back in. How is it now? Is it still not cooperating? Thank you, Pooja. All right, Rachel, it's your turn, so let me know if you can hear me. Sounds fun. All right, let me try this. Alright, can you hear me at all? Let me know if there's an echo. Let me know if you hear an echo. I did have a little trouble with the mic when I was first starting. Let me know if there's any echo. Just sound far away. Alright, do I still sound far away? No echo, just far away. Alright, I'll try to talk louder. I'm so sorry, I don't know what it is. Alright. Here we go, Rachel. Let's do masculine energy first. Masculine energy first for Rachel. Masculine energy first. We have new beginnings. It's the new moon. It's number 2. We have patience coming out for the feminine. Look at the balloon, Rachel. So you're fixing to receive a reward. The patience card, green corn moon, it talks about how you waited for something, but you weren't in that lack mentality. You waited for it, but you waited for it like knowing that it was coming. All right, let's look at bridging energy. Bridging energy. We have the growth card, the roots, and look at that, Rachel, the divine timing clock. Divine timing has been coming up for me. It seems like the last 3 days. It's like everything happens for a reason. So it tells me both of you are learning that everything happens for a reason. I feel like this is something about being assisted with a new kid. Like you're being assisted with some sort of new beginning. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Alright, I'm gonna do head, heart, and higher self. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna do both. Let's do both. Head, heart, and higher self. Alright, 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Alright, so masculine energy, something comes to a completion. Feminine energy, 6 of Cups is reunion. This is headspace here. Masculine energy, we have Ace of Pentacles, again, new beginnings. New beginnings, what's the main energy? And 9 of Cups, divine wishes being granted. Rachel, what is going on? And bridging, so 10 of Cups here. So it's about goals, accomplishments, achievements is what I'm getting here. And the Magician, you've manifested something. I feel like you manifested something and it took a really long time. That's that divine timing that you see. The reason it took a long time is because something had to come to a completion. But you didn't keep going like, oh, woe me, I don't have this thing. In fact, you may have used it to actually help push through. And that helped you be able to wait in more of an abundant energy for whatever it was you're trying to manifest. And now it's here, right? Like, I feel like something big has to come in. All right, let's pull. If it's not here now, it's like you see it coming. It's like right there. All right, let's pull some guidance, and I am going to use the Blessed Bee. Again, no third parties here. I'm just looking for guidance for masculine and feminine energy. Your masculine, your feminine energy. No third parties. A blessing for good work. And a blessing to shield and safeguard you. Highly protected, Rachel. So if you've been scared of doing anything, I feel like that's something that we really need to come to an understanding about. Here's how I just recently learned it, Rachel. Ready? If something is meant for me, I literally cannot mess it up. There's nothing I can do. Spirit will keep aligning me to what is meant for me. Do you see what I'm saying? If something is not meant for me, it just will not be, regardless of how much I fight for it. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So just understand that, and I feel like that's going to make you feel a little safer about what could be happening. You're definitely doing the good work, though, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there, Rachel. I hope that was helpful. And thank you. Thank you so very, very much. All right. The sound cleared. I don't know. I don't know what it was, guys. 11 people, 11 on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I hope you were still able to hear it. All right, where are we going next? So we did Sandra, Odeka, Rachel, Amanda, and Pooja. So where are we at now? Oh, Rachel, I love you. It was hard, right, guys? I mean, it was challenging. Erica on Facebook. Erica on Facebook. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Hi, Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa. I've been working, I can't say too much, but I've been working on birth charts, guys. And I just want to say I've recently learned something that, you know, the little emoji where like the head comes off and the cloud explodes. I had one of those moments working on a birth chart, and I'm gonna get it finished and get it sent out. And then I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. Of course, no details of who's who. But I just learned so much stuff with this birth chart in the last couple of days that my mind is blown, and I cannot wait to, like, you know, share the information that I've learned. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. All right, twin flame reading for Erica. All right, Erica, here it comes. I'm going to start with masculine energy first. Your masculine energy first, please. So we have the pleasure card. I want to say it was in reverse, but it's not. It's just me can't shuffle. 18, of course, 1 and minus, 8 minus 1 is 7. So of course the 7 is sticking out to me. But here's the thing, regardless of whether it's in reverse or upside right, this masculine energy, so again, this is going to be your person, which tells me you're in this divine feminine energy. And then we have bridging energy. Ooh, kicking and screaming. Ooh, guys. All right, Erica. So I feel like this is you. You have faith, you're birthing something, you're creating something, you're making something that's actually pretty big here. I feel like you could be maybe fearful of it, so you're trying to protect it. See how her arms are holding her belly? Definitely could be trying to protect something. It's number 31. But I feel like you're birthing something and you have faith that what it is you're making is like part of your purpose and what you're supposed to do. But Erica, pleasure is here for your masculine energy. Masculine energy right now can't feel pleasure. They filled themselves up with so much of the negative energy that they're learning to release that so they can make, well, I mean, I guess we're all kind of learning that. But those of you on this very specific journey, the masculine divine counterpart is definitely learning that they have to release that stagnant old energy to make room. If they've been trying to manifest, it's like the manifestations that they actually wanted. Maybe they were really close. Like they said they wanted this thing and they got almost what they wanted. You see what I'm saying? And they're understanding that they're not going to fully get what they want until they make room for that energy. It's like you're trying to bring something through the door, but the door is blocked with something that's old and not helping. You see what I'm trying to say? All right, resistance is here in the middle. So Erica, tells me that you're kind of on the boat with me, and it got rocky these last couple of days, right? So what happens when we're resisting, when we want something a certain way, and so we want to keep doing it our way, is things get challenging. Things get so challenging till we're forced to like release. We're forced to open up and just let the things be the way they're supposed to be, right? So I do feel like that's bridging energy. It's like you're learning to work with the energy, not against the energy. It's number 25. So again, the 7. So again, it tells me that you are experiencing the 7-year cycle like I was talking about earlier. All right, let's pull some head, heart, and higher self space. I'm going to look at your masculine energy. I'm sensing a little bit of hesitation, fear with whatever it is you're trying to create over here. It's the self-doubt. I do feel like all of us collectively are fixing to get a big boost with the self-doubt. I know I did when I had my little, the feather moment. It wasn't little, guys. It was one of those moments that I know I will remember that for like literally the rest of my life. And Miss Tina is pressing the feather for me so that I can keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was crazy. All right, let's look at I'm sorry, head, heart, and higher self. Head, heart, and higher self for Erica, masculine energy. Ooh, so again with the Ten of Swords. So yeah, masculine energy collectively. I know this is yours, Erica, but it's like they're experiencing the same collective energy that other masculines are feeling. And it's where the fun and games are done, right? It's over and it's time to get to work. I do feel like some of these masculines really built themselves up to a certain peak here, and now as this fall comes in, there's definitely this energy of like the higher they went, the harder the fall is kind of what I'm getting here. All right, so in the heart space, we have King of Pentacles, and I feel like they're learning about having to take responsibility for their actions. For some like for you or particular masculine, this could be like about money. Like maybe they're responsible for someone financially, something like that, and that's what's going on in the heart space. All right, for your person higher self, look at that, 3 of Cups. So definitely third party, definitely removing third party. That's what it's over. It's like taking responsibility for their actions is what I'm getting, Erica. All right, let's pull a couple more. No, let's do, I feel like messages from your person. Let's pull, I feel like your person has something they want to say. And it's possible, Erica, they've tried to say this to you before and maybe like they weren't able to. I'm also getting like, you know how people write something in a text and then they clear it, but like it doesn't, like it's there when they hit the button. It'll be like, it'll say draft. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you saved it, you didn't quite finish sending it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm getting. I can feel when you are sad. So collectively, everyone's feeling that energy. But Erica, if you're feeling a lot of like overwhelming sad energy, it's very possible it's you purging. But remember, masculine energy also purging. So it could be like double whammy type of situation. You changed my life forever. Ooh, this one is big. This is going to be the one, Erica. Why do I matter so much? That's actually from my own journey. So that's super interesting. And I think that's most likely, Erica, what your person is wanting to know. Like, why them? Why this? Why, just why, right? All right, let's pull some guidance. And I'm not doing any third party. I do understand that could be a third party situation. But this is our journey. So I'm done dealing with like the karmic energy. I can only shine the light and then they follow or you don't. You see what I'm saying? So I really want to focus on the ones that do. You see what I'm saying? I'm really trying to pull my energies away from the more challenging energies. So yeah, the karmics may need to find a different place for guidance. I'm not saying it won't work, but I'm just saying my intention is for the masculine and feminine energies in this divine journey, right? All right, so we have a blessing for support. It's number 59. I'm also getting like 6 of Wands energy here, Erica, like some sort of massive accomplishment. I've reached some sort of high something, and I kind of felt that, but I just want to say, most likely what will happen now is the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual knowledge. Now the words will come in to fit the definition. And so in order for that to happen, we have to fall, because we have to cleanse our energy of what we think to be true, right? So that we can learn like what's actually true, right? All right, let's keep going. Let's do one more. A blessing on growing older. Are we doing that? Is this a feminine collective energy here? Are we so focused on, like, I know I am. I'm suddenly, my age is suddenly like a big thing for me. My gray hairs are sticking out. But I just want to say, I definitely, again, since my little moment at the lake, I'm definitely getting this energy that instead of looking at ourselves like, man, I'm old, or man, I'm tired, or man, this is hard, look how far we've come. Look how strong we are. Look how much wisdom we have gained. And I feel like that's the guidance here. That's really where we need to be putting the focus. All right, Erica, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. It's your birthday next month. It is month April 17th. Mine's April. I'm going to be 44, guys. 44. But I just want to say, I feel like it's going to be my best year. Best one ever. Oh, thank you. All right, let me go. So where were we up here? Haven't confirmed for anyone else. Bring it up to the alarm. My list has Iris and then Bennett. All right, Iris, which one? Erica says he's smoking too much weed. I just want to say, guys, have compassion. Have compassion. Have understanding. Whatever's being done too much is for escape, just because it's painful. So just remember that. But yes, that's been happening with everyone, Erica, everyone. All right, so Iris and Kenneth. So I just need to know which cards are we doing? Iris and Kenneth. Things I can do better. They all have that feeling, and actually, at this point, they may be getting a little confident. So be cautious of any type of premature. Oh, I shouldn't even use that word. Just be cautious. Just be cautious. Just understand where everyone's at in their journey, and I feel like if we do that, then we'll make less detours, right? Yes, yes. All right, so Kenneth was talking to heaven. I remember that. Can someone let me know, Iris, which card was it that you were? Do you want a blessed be? Iris, let me know if you want a blessed be. I feel like I just heard Spirit say, give her the blessed be card. Thank you, Erica. All right, so Iris says the blessed be. I forgot we're the same age. How do you forget we're the same age? I knew we were the same age. All right. All right, so blessed be. Let's see what blessings are coming your way. Remember, we're tapping into the Leo full moon energy, and this Leo full moon has been powerful for everyone. Doesn't matter what type of spiritual journey or spiritual awakening path you're on. It's like everyone deals with astrology, and everyone has been dealing with this Leo full moon, which again could have been more challenging for others, some more than others, right? But it's all about realigning us, like where we're supposed to be. All right, let's see. A message for Iris, please. Just one, please. All right. So we have number 40. A blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. How interesting. All right, I'm going to pull the book. And loneliness, guys, doesn't mean like you have to be by yourself to feel lonely. You can definitely be with someone or around someone and still have a feeling of like loneliness. But here's what I will say that I know, Iris. A lot of times, if you're with someone and you have a feeling of loneliness, it's possible that it's like something that's missing within you. It's really not that anything like the other person is doing. It's something that like your soul is asking, hey, do this thing for me. You see what I'm saying? And it's like we feel like the other person is supposed to do something, so we feel like our, like that lonely feeling has something to do with them. You see what I'm saying? But it could just be something that your soul is asking you to do. All right, so it says, this is a blessing for when we find ourselves without those touchstones of our humanity, our friends and companions. A period of loneliness, quite different to solitude, can take place for many reasons. We could move away, our lives can change and be reshaped, and suddenly the space we found for each other has been closed off or absorbed by others. Sometimes we isolate, unwilling to be a burden to others, and some are born into shyness and paralyzing social anxieties that makes seeking friendships a terrifying thing. I feel like that's a little bit of collective energy here, Iris. A lot of us struggle with social anxiety here at Purple Luna Rose. It's actually a big lesson that I just recently learned in my journey, was about social anxiety. And Iris, one of the reasons I'm out here doing all this craziness, is because I had this experience and I felt like I was the only person that had experienced this. And then Spirit told me, like, I definitely got, like, what do they call it, the calling or whatever. Definitely pulled to do this. Like, even though I didn't want to, I was like, no way, I'm not putting my business out there. You know what I'm saying? But definitely just kept getting called to do it and called, keep doing it. And it's like, Spirit has drawn the people to me that, and we're all kind of dealing with the same types of energies. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you've had trouble finding your soul tribe, well, girl, this is it. All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, so we have Kenneth last, right? Kenneth is the last one on the list, is that right? Awesome, Iris. I'm glad it resonates. So glad. She did the OMG. I love when they do the OMG. All right, I have somebody on Twitch, so I do see the one on Twitch. So let's see, is it DJ? DJ on Twitch. Let me know which reading, please. You should see them scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. All right, so Kenneth is here listening, anxious for his message from heaven. All right, talking to heaven. All right, so Kenneth, I need you to think of your person. I feel like as soon as I said that, I got that on here. All right, but think of your person, like picture what they look like, maybe the sound of their voice. And let's just try to pick one. I feel like a lot of times it's like more than one is trying to come out, but let's try to pick one. All right, here it is. Yes, yeah. Let's try to pick one. All right, so you got three, and I can't argue with the spirits. You know what I'm saying? So here they are. Ready? I'm surrounded by loving animals. So someone passed, I feel like definitely was like an animal lover, and the dogs are sticking out to me. But I do see the parrot and the cat. My mind is free, so it's very possible this could be another person. I feel like it's just one. It's just they had more than one thing to say. And my mind is free tells me it's very possible they struggled with like something in the mind, maybe some overthinking. This could have something to do with like Alzheimer's, something like that. There was something about their mind See like the darkness trying to take over, that type of thing. The earth is our school. Actually, I feel like that could be different. Yeah, I don't know. This is where it gets hard, guys. It could be one person telling you three things, or like three different people. But the earth is our school. This is more about like soul. This is more about like spirit guide type of information here. And that's kind of what I'm getting with the book. So this could be someone, it still doesn't necessarily mean like it's a spirit guide. It could be like someone that guided you in your spiritual lesson, or like in the things that you learned in this time, you know, this lifetime. All right, Kenneth, I'm going to leave it there. I hope those messages were helpful. All right, guys. Let's do. Oh, wow. Sina says dad, and both in-laws died in home fire. Oh, look at the smoke. Beautiful. Okay, so I want to read that one. Before we move forward, let me read The Mind is Free just really quickly. When I almost opened up to it too. All right, the mind is free. You know how much I worried when I was in my physical existence? It seemed as if I spent most of my days and nights feeling anxious about the future, family, money, and earth. Now I realize that most of what I worried about was never a reality, and those things did not materialize. And those things that did materialize, I brought about myself, because fear attracts negativity. If I could only go back into my body for 5 minutes, I'd apply this new knowledge to show you how a worry-free mind creates and attracts a worry-free life. This knowledge has completely released me from the bondage of earthly concerns. This is a great lesson, and one that I hope to impart on you. Give all your worries to heaven and never hang on to them. Be free of worries, and you found the greatest riches of them all. Kenneth, do you have some kind of guilt about something? Like, are you feeling, all right, again, I'm just going to use me as an example. So when I had my, coming to whatever moment at the lake, I definitely was experienced this, a lot of guilt. The weight was heavy. Like, I can't explain the weight. It was like this huge, I guess people who kind of like anxiety say like there's an elephant sitting on their chest, but mine, it was more like on my shoulders. It was like weight of something bearing down on me. And it was guilt. It was like, did I make a mistake? Did I steer the wrong way? Should I have done this? Should I have done that? I feel like you could be experiencing that. And it's not about this person's mind being free. It's not about this person overthinking. I feel like the message here is they're trying to tell you not to overthink. They're trying to give you clarity, trying to give you like clean slate type of energy. That could be what I'm putting out there. All right, Kenneth, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, DJ on Twitch. DJ on Twitch says free Queen of the Moon. DJ says free. All right, let's do a free Queen of the Moon for DJ on Twitch, guys. And I believe that's the last one. Please let me know. I don't want to miss anyone. But yeah, I'm ready to wrap it up, guys. Look at this. We went 2 hours. Super awesome. Thank you guys so very much for helping me. Twitch jumping in too. I love it. All right. Don't forget, guys, I will be back Wednesday. Wednesday, we will do all 12 signs. I know we're doing a lot less live streams, but guys, as I'm getting my life together over here, I'm really trying to keep balanced. So, yeah, I've been trying not to overwork myself, trying to really make sure I pay attention to, my sleep and food and what I'm eating and drinking and, trying to do the things over here. So we're definitely just going to stay on this calm and peaceful schedule just for a little while longer. Oh, Sandra. I just said 3 people. All right. DJ Acceptance is here. Okay, so collective energy, most likely drawn to me for a reason. You went through something was challenging. In other words, you wanted to make something work your way, and you realized that It wasn't necessarily going to work your way. Again, I said we're not going to call these like mistakes or delays because I feel like it's something that a detour we needed to take. I recently just took one myself and I said I would do it 1,000 times over. I still believe that. So whatever it is, it's actually helped you align with where you're actually going and where you're supposed to be. So it means the Leo full moon is giving you a clean slate, but your alignment process to get this clean slate may have been challenging. Now that the situation has already happened, though, now you're going to open yourself up because you have surrendered, because you have released, and you have this clean slate. It's like now you have all this room for those energies that you've been trying to manifest for probably quite some time. All right, DJ, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, if you've not hit that follow button, please do so. What are you waiting for? Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure if you guys are subscribed that you hit that bell, especially on YouTube. They're so finicky these days. Make sure you set it to all so you know every time we go live. I do like to do some surprise subscriber energy lives from time to time. I do feel like we may have one coming up very soon. But yes, my next scheduled live should be for Wednesday at 7 p.m. We'll do all 12 signs. All right, guys, I'll see you guys all very soon. Thank you so much for helping me, everyone. I love you guys all so much. And I am always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you, guys.